Hey guys, it is Dr. Brenda, sociologist, financial coach, founder of Gutsy Women Finances Community, coming at you on a Money Monday. If you subscribe, thank you. If you don't yet subscribe, hit that button below. Why am I walking and talking? Because I'm in Mississippi and the bugs are chewing me up the minute I stop. So you get a little view of the campground where I'm at, Davis Bayou in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. While I do this video. So yeah, it's this is very buggy, and it's only March, so can't imagine what it's like here in the summer. All right, today my thoughts are on how you can quickly lose your money. You want to lose your money quickly? Maybe you don't want to lose your money quickly, because if you're chasing financial freedom, you're trying to hang on to your money. But 3 fastest ways to lose your money. And this partly was inspired by my trip today. I went on a dolphin watching trip. So I was on a boat and spent some time out there, taking in the beauty of the area. Saw some pods of dolphins. And I'm not, I was not very familiar with this part of the country, the very south. And so this is right along the Gulf Shores, National Seashore. And from where I am, all I have to do is take a bridge, and I am in Biloxi, Mississippi. And then a little further where my boat trip went, it's Gulfport. So Biloxi is a casino town. And I am not a gambler, but I will occasionally go to a casino just to see, just for the experience, just to see what happens. I go with a set amount, and when that's done, I leave. And it got me thinking about how people can easily lose their money. And you see this happen. You see people that win the jackpot, and 3 years later, they're bankrupt. And you see this with high-end athletes who are making millions of dollars a year, and then they end up homeless. So you see this happen. It's like, well, how do they lose their money? Now, for us typical persons, I'm going to guess you're not making $20 million a year. I see 3 things going on. One of these is addictions. So I'm not addicted to gambling, but other people are. And those types of addictions, whether it's to gambling, to alcohol, to drugs, other types of drugs, to some other type of addiction, that is a good way to lose your money quickly. And I don't think we can be, the psychology of addiction is very strong. There are so many factors involved here. It's not like you can just say, hey, don't go to the casino, hey, don't buy that drink. And there's a border between habits and addictions. So I have given up alcohol. It'll be a year next month. And I have an app, and it tells me I've saved over $2,000, $2,231 so far by giving up alcohol. So just even these habits do have an impact. But definitely one of these big ways to lose your money is through addiction. The second way to easily lose your money, friends and family, or so-called friends. And this is, so even my trip to the casino, let's say this is your girlfriend's weekend out, and you're all going to the casino. That's the way you celebrate. You go by going to some high-end shopping mall and buying stuff. But it's also goes to people who ask you for money, and you've given people money, helped them out of a jam, and they keep asking for money, and your money's gone. Now, I've been on this end, and I am again. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. I adopted a child from Ukraine in 2004, and in 2016 we returned, and we connected with 2 of his brothers. And ever since, the oldest brother has begged me for money. And initially I had given him, I added up how much money I had sent him, and over the course of several years, it's in the thousands of dollars, which is an awful lot of money in Ukraine. American dollars go a long way. And I finally just said, you know what, I love you, man, but I can't do this. I got to cut you off. I can't keep giving you money. It was to buy a fishing boat, never bought the fishing boat. It was to do this, he never did that. And here we are, March 2022, Russia has invaded Ukraine and people are dying. And yes, I did cut him off, but he has been working in Poland and he now is asking for money to bring his wife and son into Poland to help them leave Ukraine and set up an apartment for them in Poland. And I am going to send a little bit of money to do that. Now, to me, this is my way to help the people of Ukraine. This is my way to show some support. I will not continue to support him, but this is an emergency. This is, he and the people of Ukraine are victims of war, victims of Russia and Putin, and it's time I turn my no back into yes. Now that matches my values, but so many people that I know have a sibling, a son, a daughter, a cousin, somebody in their family that continually leeches off of them, asks you for money, and you know, they say it's a loan. I know it's not a loan. You know it's not a loan. And you're losing your money, you're losing your shirt, you're losing everything. And very often it does go so that he or she can support some type of addiction. In my child's brother's case, I know that he's a hard drinker, and I don't know what else he is into, but I would be foolish to think that my money has gone for something constructive. After all these years, he could have been doing really, really well. But nevertheless, I'm going to send some money his way. But friends and family, that is the second fastest way to lose money. The third piece is sort of what I was talking about when I went to the casino. This opulent overconsumption that we have in our society. So it's the pressure to buy the latest gadget. It's you got to wear this brand to look really good. And it's also sort of the retail therapy. You know what I mean by retail therapy? I'm bored. I'm stressed out. I had a really tough week at work. I'm on Amazon at 2 a.m. Oh, that looks really good. That would make me fit in. That'd make me look really cool if I bought that. Oh, that would make me feel better. I'll feel that. Oh, that, yeah. I'm happy. I'm delighted. It's going to come. It's going to come in 2 days, maybe 3 days now. And so it's a temporary fix. You know, it's not going to make you happy. It's whatever you buy is not going to make you popular, at least for being yourself. It may make you popular because people will suddenly want to borrow what you have, to use what you have, to have what you have. But it's this keeping up with the Joneses and thinking that our purchases are going to make us better. Now, when I do my financial freedom workshops and in Gutsy Women Finances, one of the assignments I have is a wants versus needs tracker. So I ask people to go back to the last 30 days, write down everything you spent, and put down, is it a want or a need? And what my aim is to move us toward intentional living. So that is where your money is aligned with your values and priorities. Now, clearly, I don't value going to the casino, but I value being out in nature. So I'm going to spend that money on that dolphin tour, and I'm not going to be spending my time in the casinos. And by the way, people who are chasing financial independence, financial freedom, generally are not going to be in the casinos. But it is about intentional living. So the money that I am giving to my child's brother is intentional, and it matches my values. I know that I will be in a position again soon to say no, to turn it off and say I can't continue to fund you. I care about what happens to you, but I cannot continue to support you financially. So I'm fully aware of that. But again, I'm okay with losing a little bit of money. I'm okay with maybe losing a tiny bit in the casino. I'm okay with losing a little bit to help out a family member. So, and I'm okay with a splurge every now and then, but it's all about moving towards intentional living and intentional spending. So those 3 ways for you to easily lose your money: an addiction, friends and so-called, friends and family, so-called friends and family, and then sort of this retail therapy, this idea that you have to keep consuming, you have to buy stuff to make us happy. Okay, now you can turn all that stuff around. Join me in a quest to reach financial freedom where you master your money, you are in control, you align your money with your values, with your priorities, and you grow that gap between income and expenses so that you can do what you want to do. Okay, all right, I'm kind of bugged out here. Gonna head back to the RV. Hope my cats haven't locked me out again. My key. Oh, no, I'm good. All right, guys, you guys take care. And until the next Money Monday, do you have any other ways where you've seen people lose their money quickly? Yeah, you can lose it gambling in speculative stocks. You can lose it a lot of different ways. But I'd love to hear from you. All right, guys, you guys take care. Bye-bye.